welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 16th of March through to the 22nd of March. Okay, let's have a look, see what the cards have in store for us this week. Ooh, right, okay. Okay, we have Archangel Raziel coming in at the beginning of the week, and it's the card of Hidden Worlds. When Archangel Raziel comes in around us, I like to call him the mystic of the angels, because that's what he is. He helps us to read the signs, he helps us to look at our own intuition, to find ways to work with our intuition. Also, he helps us to work with our past lives, you know, things that sort of come in. I always think phobias are a really, really good example of past life, because quite often people have irrational fears of something, and when you say to them, why have you got that fear? They haven't got any idea, but it just really just kind of swamps them, doesn't it? You know, somebody with a fear of spiders, or a fear of enclosed spaces or water or something, you know. So it could be the beginning of this week, as I'm talking about phobias and I'm talking about fears, that some of you are actually, I'm not saying coming to face with your fears, but actually finding ways to overcome them. Okay, because sometimes the only way to overcome a fear is to face it, and then to realise that it was actually the fear that you were more afraid of than the actual situation. Okay, so as that's coming in, that came in really strong there, so let me know anybody who ends up sort of facing a phobia or in that kind of situation. It'll be quite interesting. Okay, let's have a look at an influence card to go with this. Also, you know, with this card coming in at the beginning of the week, you know, psychic development coming in around you, just feeling more in tune, maybe a new guide coming in around you. Archangel Raziel helping you to see this, helping you to recognise this, acknowledge it. Okay, so look out for that beginning of this week. Ah, right, okay, and the card we've got here is colour healing, and that kind of goes really perfectly with that card, doesn't it? Because we're just talking about you know, different psychic developments, different ways of moving forward on the spiritual journey. I'm a colour therapist. I love colour. A lot of you will know I bring colour in all the time. I've always been very connected to colour since I've been a child. I think in colour. You know, certain words will have a sort of a colour sort of theme for me, things like that. So this card is the colour healing, and it may be that this is a path you need to think about going down, a path that you need to think about bringing more colour in around you. Perhaps there's a certain colour. One of the colours that's kind of making me, as I'm looking at this, I feel that some of you need to bring a little bit more green in. With green, when we bring it in, it's an interesting, I say it's the do-it-all colour, because it really covers all the bases. It belongs to the heart chakra, so we draw it in, okay? I always say we draw it in from the side, you know. If you're drawing in red energy, it's magnetic, so you draw it upwards through your chakras. If you're drawing on blue energy or purple energy, you know, that is electric, so it comes down, okay, so you draw it down. So, you know, what I like about the green is it joins all the chakras, you know, it's that middle territory, balance. And that's what green brings in. It brings in balance. Depending on the shades, it can bring in healing. It can connect us with the monetary tone, monetary ray. So, you know, so it's good if you're starting a new business or something like that. If you're starting something that's actually connected to spirituality, especially beginning of this week, that is a really good message for you, you know. So go with it, draw in that green, see that green coming in around you, you know, let it balance you, let it harmonise you, and just let it wrap itself around you and heal you from the inside out, really, so that you can go on and do what you're meant to do. Okay, so colour healing coming in the beginning of the week. Some of you may find that you want to actually look at courses in colour healing, or you just want to bring more colour in. Okay, so that's the beginning of the week. Let's see what they've got for us for midweek. Okay, we've got Archangel Israfel. Archangel Israfel is known as the voice of heaven. And it's believed that on the Day of Judgment, it will be his voice that sings out across heaven and announces that we've all come home. Okay, when he comes around, quite often he helps us to sing our own life song, whatever that is, you know, so it's connecting in with what is important to you. Also, music plays a key role when this angel comes around. Okay, so you may find midweek either you hear a song, because I'm looking at, when we link it to the Archangel Raziel, something that actually inspires you to move forward, inspires you to take up your life song. As Frank Sinatra said, he did it his way, and I think that is quite an important message for us all, really, to try and do things our way. And I go on and on and on about life songs, you know, and for somebody who can't sing, that's probably a little bit hypocritical. But the thing is, you know, it's not about how well you can sing, it's actually about enjoying it, it's about doing what's right for you, okay? Not singing anybody else's song, singing your own song. Some people midweek will find this is a literal thing and will find themselves either being invited to sing or doing something that's musical, something that's uplifting, something that makes them feel happy. So maybe you've been going through a bit of a downtime, and you just need to put on a CD and just dance your way around the kitchen, singing, you know, at the top of your head, you know, letting it all out. Okay, and that's a really good way of inner healing as well, to be honest. So I don't know about for anybody else when I sing, but okay, let's look at an influence to go with that. Okay, we've got the Angel of Support coming in. So this card says the universe has heard your silent call for help, and it's going to come around you, it's going to help you, it's going to give you some direction. So once again, that reminds me of your life song, finding your life song, finding what you want to sing about. And I don't just mean literally singing, you know, I mean doing your own thing, doing it your way, not what everybody else wants you to do, not what everybody else expects you to do, but what makes you feel good inside. You know, the one thing when we're singing, we're happy. Okay, it's very, very hard to be sort of really singing and really sort of, you know, really belting it out and be miserable. Okay, and it just gets those, even when you feel really down, you know, if you split up with someone or something like that, you know, I mean, how often have you put on a really sort of powerful ballad and just, you know, really let it all out, let all those emotions out. Okay, so this shows me midweek, the angels are coming around you, they're helping you to sing your song, and you know, they're helping you to connect in with what's right for you, and they will be bringing more guidance in for you, more direction, helping you to get focused on where you want to go. The angelic support is coming in around you midweek. Okay, so let's go towards the end of the week. Right, at the end of the week we've got good old Archangel Jeremiah, and it's a card of clarity. Okay, so for some of you who are busy singing your life songs and one thing or another, maybe there'll be the clarity that will come in that will tell you, yeah, this is the right thing to be doing. We need to continue singing this song, we need to continue moving forward. For others that have been waiting for answers, you may find your answers coming in towards the end of next week. That will actually help you to focus on where you're going, what you want to do. It's very hard to make plans if you don't know what it is you're planning. It's very hard to stay positive when there's a lot of the unknown around you. And sometimes, you know, you just need to face, you know, I'm going a little bit back to the beginning here, aren't I? You know, facing your fears, facing what terrifies you the most, and then realising it's not actually as bad as you thought it was. Quite often, as I said before, it's the fear. Okay, personally I've got a terrible fear of storms, but it's more the fear before it breaks than when it actually breaks. Once it breaks, I know it's going to be over. Okay, so you know, that's a really good one. I don't know where that fear came from. It's irrational. I know it's irrational. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. You know, sometimes it can be fearing, as in my case, fearing the storm, fearing what it is going to be, more than the actual sitting through the storm. Okay, we're just going to look at that last card. See what comes up, and it's the card of intuition. Okay, so we've gone in a nice full circle here, I'm noticing. The card of intuition is about listening to your own intuition, listening to your inner voice. As you listen to your inner voice, the answers will come forward and you'll know what to do. Okay, that's towards the end of the week, okay, possibly even over the weekend. So, if we take this in a full circle, like I like to do, we're starting off with Archangel Raziel. the mystic of the angels, the one who brings in the answers, our intuition. Okay, can you see where the pattern's going? It gave some ideas that you might want to use something like colour healing coming in, using those kind of therapies. Colour healing in itself is using all the different rays, bringing in all those different colours, but there's also many other therapies out there, many other spiritual practices that are actually linked with colour. Crystal healing is one that sort of jumps out at me straight away, where you're using all the different coloured crystals to connect with all the different chakras. It could be just working on your chakras, you know, because each chakra is determined by a colour, the same as each archangel has got his own colour connected to it. Or to him or her, I should say, not it, sorry. With Archangel Israfel, for example, we think of the colour red. And the colour red is connected to the root chakra, which in turn is about going back to basics, making sure your foundations are right, you know, that survival instinct, and singing your song. So can you see where the pattern's going there? You know, we've got the angels coming in and saying, giving angelic assurance that they are going to help us and they're going to support us. End of the week, we've got the clarity coming in. Yes, this is the right path for us to be on. We're doing right. All the purple on there. Remember I was saying about the purple? Intuition. So intuition's going all the way through this reading this week. And the last card is confirmation that we need to connect with our intuition to be able to find out what our life song is, which is another way of saying our life purpose. And how many of us actually ask, what is our life purpose? What are we meant to do? I must be here for a reason. There must be a destiny for me to fulfill. We all have those kind of questions. That's part of, you know, questioning our existence, questioning our purpose, questioning our soul's progression is all part of being a human being. It's what mankind has done from, you know, the prehistory. We've always had that burning question, that burning desire. It's what makes us strive to go further. Okay, so quite an intuitive week coming ahead for a lot of you, a lot of psychic development coming in. It'll be interesting to see just what occurs this week, I think, looking at these cards. It's nice to know that we've got Archangel Raziel, Archangel Israfel and Archangel Jeremiah with us. That's an interesting trio there, actually. A real time for going forward and progressing in a spiritual way. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this week's reading as much as I've enjoyed giving it to you. I'm actually looking forward to this week, seeing this. The energy feels quite buzzy, actually. Look forward to next week's reading. In the meantime, thank you for supporting Mystic Moonstone, and love and light to you all. Bye.